Hello, my dear students. Today we are on the second session of Social and Political Life 2, chapter number 3, How the State Government Works. We know that there are levels of government. We have the local self-government, we have the state government, and then we have the national government. Now, in this chapter, we're going to see how actually the state government works, who takes parts in who are the members in the state government and who looks after a problem in the state. So everything we are going to learn in this chapter. Last year we discussed the fact that government works at three levels: local, state and national, and looked at the work of local government in some details. In this chapter we examine the work of the government at the state level. How does it take place in a democracy? What is the role of a member of the Legislative Assembly, MLA, and ministers? How do people express their views or demand action from government? We look at these questions through the example of health. Now, whose responsibility? Hey, look at this. It says that there is a water shortage in our state and people are falling sick. In many villages, people were found to be drinking unclean water. Streams have dried up and so have tanks. In the worst affected areas, villagers have been carrying water across great distance. On the TV news, they said 10 people have died from diarrhea. Is that possible? Can anyone really die from it? Who knows? Just hope I don't get it. That afternoon, my mother said not to have any iced drinks from the market. She gave one of our lecturers this morning. You have to be responsible for your health. Then this road is blocked due to the rally. They have garroted the MLA's residence. Really? Why? Has he done something? Ha ha ha. They seem more angry about what he hasn't done. And we demand that the authorities take immediate action to bring the public health situation under control. Our MLA must take the responsibility for this. What a loud voice he has. He must be a leader or something. I saw him on TV too. He is a member of the opposition. Now, who is MLA? In the above section, you have read about some events in Patalpuram. You may be familiar with some official names such as collector, medical officer, etc. But have you heard of an MLA and the Legislative Assembly? Do you know the MLA of your age? Can you identify which party she or he belongs to? Now, the topic is who is MLA. We are going to see who is MLA and what is the work of an MLA. Member of the Legislative Assembly are known as MLAs, are elected by the people. Then they become members of the Legislative Assembly and also form the government. In this way, we say that the MLAs represents people. The example below will help you understand this better. Every state in India has a legislative assembly. Each state is divided into different areas or constitutions. For example, look at the map below. It shows that the state of Himachal Pradesh is divided into 68 assembly constituencies. From each constituency, the people elect one representative who then becomes a member of the Legislative Assembly. You would have noticed that people stand for elections in the name of different parties. These MLAs therefore belong to different political parties. Now, how the MLAs are elected? The people, they select the MLAs and they represent a government in the Legislative Assembly. Then we have given an example of Himachal Pradesh. Himachal Pradesh has 68 assembly constituencies. Now, from this constituency also, the people, they elect only one representative whom they feel will be their voice, will be the public's voice. So, from there, from the elected members only, among them, he or she is elected as the MLA, and that person becomes the member of the Legislative Assembly, who will represent or who will be the voice of the public. How do people who are MLAs become ministers or chief minister? Now, from MLA, there are also people who becomes either ministers or chief minister. A political party whose MLAs have won more than half the number of constituencies in a state can be said to be in a majority. So, from the political party, from the MLAs, if the MLAs have the majority votes, then that member of the Legislative Assembly will become either the chief minister or any or ministers, like it can be an education minister, also it can be a railway minister. The political party that has a majority is called the ruling party, and all other members are called the opposition. For example, the Legislative Assembly of the state of Himachal Pradesh has 68 MLA constituencies. Next, candidates from various political parties won the 2017 Assembly elections and become MLAs. Since the total number of MLAs in the Legislative Assembly is 68, a political party would have needed to have more than 34 MLAs in order to gain a majority. The Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP) with 44 MLAs had the majority and it became the ruling party. All other MLAs become the opposition. In this case, the Indian National Congress (INC) was a major opposition party since it had the largest number of MLAs after the BJP. Among the opposition were other parties, including those who has been elected as an independent candidate. Now, MLAs, they have number of people who stands for the election. Okay, then the number of votes the party which receives are known as the ruling party. So, in 2017 Assembly election, we saw that the BJP has won the election and there were number of MLAs. Then the other parties were known as the opposition party. That is, the Indian National Congress was the opposition party of BJP. And some people, they also stand individual. Okay, individual parties are also there. They only stand individually. Okay, individual candidates. After the election, the MLAs belonging to the ruling party will elect their leader who will become the chief minister. In this case, the BJP MLAs chose Shri Jairam Thakur as their leader and he became the chief minister. Now, it was about the Himachal Pradesh election. Okay, we are talking about the Himachal Pradesh election. They had 68 MLA. And out of the 68 MLA, 34 MLAs were from the 38 MLAs were from the other political party and 44 MLAs were from the BJP party. So the BJP won and the 44 political party MLAs, they were from the Indian National Congress. So they were taken as the opposition party. Now, the BJP won by 44 votes. Okay, by 44 votes. Now, the thing is that after the BJP won, the members who are in the BJP, in the Bharatiya Janata Party, among those, they will select only one member who can represent the state as a chief minister. In this case, who won? Shri Jairam Thakur. He was the Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh from the BJP party. The Chief Minister then selects other people as ministers. After the election, it is the governor of the state who appoints the Chief Minister and other ministers. The Chief Minister and other ministers have the responsibility of running various government departments or ministries. They have separate offices. A legislative assembly is a place where all the MLAs, whether from the ruling party or from the opposition meet to discuss various things. So in the legislative assembly, either the ruling party or the opposition party, they come and gather in the legislative assembly to discuss about various things. Hence, some MLAs have dual responsibilities, one as an MLA and the other as a minister. We will read about this further. Now, whenever we see gathering in the legislative assembly, we always see the ministers. They start arguing, then they start debating, like this should be done. Means we can see debate in the legislative assembly. So our next topic is on debate in the legislative assembly. Afrin, Sujata and many other students from school traveled to the state capital to visit the legislative assembly, which was housed in impressive building. The children were excited. All security checks, they were taken upstairs. There are gallery from where they could see the large hall below. There were rows and rows of desks. This assembly was going to have a debate on a current problem. During this time, MLAs can express their opinions and ask questions related to the issue or give suggestions about what should be done by the government. Those who wish to can respond to this. The minister then replies to the questions and tries to assure the assembly that adequate steps are being taken. The chief minister and other ministers have to take decision and run the government. We usually hear about them or see them in the news channels or in the papers. However, whatever decisions are being taken have to be approved by the members of the legislative assembly. So in the legislative assembly, we can see the elected MLAs as well as the MLAs from the opposition party. In a democracy, these members can ask questions, debate an important issue, decide where money should be spent, etc. They have the main authority. Now, MLA 1. In my constituency of Akhandagaon, during the last 3 weeks, there were 15 deaths because of diarrhea. I think it is a shame that this government has not been able to check the situation of a simple problem like diarrhea while proclaiming itself to be champion of technology. I would call the attention of the minister in charge of health to take immediate measures to control the situation. MLA 2. My question is, why are government hospitals in such a bad situation? Why is the government not appointing proper doctors and other medical staff in the district? I would also like to know how the government plans to deal with the situation, which is affecting a large number of people and is also spreading. This is an epidemic. MLA 3. My constituency of Tolpatti too has a serious shortage of water. Women travel up to 3 or 4 kilometers to collect water. How many tankers have been put into the service to supply water? How many wells and ponds have been cleaned and disinfected? MLA 4. I think my colleagues are exaggerating the problem. The government has taken steps to control the situation. Water tankers have been put into service. ORS packets are being distributed. The government is doing everything possible to help people. MLA 5. We have very poor facilities in our hospitals. There are hospitals that do not have a doctor, and no medical staff has been appointed for the last few years. In another hospital, the doctor has gone on a long leave. This is a shame. I think the situation is going from bad to worse. How are we going to ensure that ORS packets reach all families in the affected areas? MLA 6. The opposition members are unnecessarily blaming the government. The previous government did not pay any attention to sanitation. We have now taken up a drive to clear the garbage that has been lying around for years. Now, this was the debate of all the ruling party as well as the opposition party in the Legislative Assembly. Now, from this, can you identify the MLAs of the ruling party and the opposition in the illustration? Color the ruling party in one color and the opposition in another. So, from here, there are 6 MLAs. You have to color the ruling party and the MLA and the opposition party. You can use for the ruling party green color or red color, and for the opposition party you can use blue color. Now next. In the earlier section, you have read about a debate in the Legislative Assembly. The members were debating the action taken or not taken by the government. This is because the MLAs are together responsible for their work of the government. In common usage, the word government refers to the government departments and various ministers who head them. The overall head is the chief minister. More correctly, this is called the executive part of the government. All the MLAs who gather together in the assembly, in the Legislative Assembly, are called the legislator. They are the ones who authorize and supervise their work. As we saw in the earlier section, it is from among them that the head of the executive or the chief minister is formed. Working of the government. Now, after the assembly was conducted in the legislative, all the parties had their own opinions. Someone was debating on how the government hospitals are so untidy and why the doctors are not available in the government hospitals. What actions has been taken up by the government? So, in the Legislative Assembly, all these opinions are expressed, and the ministers, they start working on those questions, on those issues. The Legislative Assembly is not the only place where opinions are expressed about the work of the government and action is demanded. You will find newspapers, TV channels, and other organizations regularly talking about the government. In a democracy, there are various ways through which people express their views and also take action. So let us look at such one action. Soon after the discussion in the assembly, there was a press conference organized by the health minister. Large number of people from different newspapers were present. The minister and some government officials were also present. The minister explained the steps the government had taken. Reporters asked many questions at this meeting. These discussions were then reported in different newspapers. The following page has one such report. During the next week, the Chief Minister and the Minister for Health visited Patalpuram district. They went to visit the families who had lost their relatives and also visited people in the hospital. The government announced a compensation for these families. The Chief Minister also said that he thought the problem was not only one of the sanitation but also of a lack of clean drinking water. He said that a high-level inquiry committee will be asked to look into the needs of the district to provide sanitation facilities and would request the Minister for Public Works to take care of the need of proper water supply in the region. As you saw above, the people in power, like the Chief Minister and the Minister, have to take action. They do so through various departments like the Public Work Department, PWD, the Agricultural Department, the Health Department, the Education Department, and so on. They also have to answer questions that are asked in the Legislative Assembly and convince people asking the questions that proper steps are being taken. At the same time, newspapers and media widely discuss the issue and the government has to respond. For example, by holding the press conference. The government can also decide to make new laws for the state regarding sanitation and health facilities. For example, it may make it compulsory for municipal corporation to ensure that there are adequate toilets in every urban area. It may also ensure that a health worker is appointed in every village. This act of making laws on certain issues is done in the Legislative Assembly of each state. The various government departments then implement these laws. Laws for the entire country are made in the Parliament. You will read more about the Parliament next year. In a democracy, it is the people who elect their representatives as members of the legislative assemblies, and thus it is the people who have the main authority. The ruling party member then form the government, and some members are appointed ministers. These ministers are in charge of various departments of the government, such as health in the above example. Whatever work is done by these departments has to be approved by the member of the Legislative Assembly. So for each and every steps taken by the ruling party, by the chief ministers or the other ministers, has to be approved by the Legislative Assembly. So this was about how the state government works. Next time we will start with a new chapter. Till then, everybody take care and thank you.